Alright, so I'm sure that there's already a bajillion Sonic Mania videos and all my jokes are gonna be unoriginal, but this wouldn't be the first time I'm a copy of other YouTubers, so let's do it anyway. As some of you may know, I'm a big fan of Sonic the Hedgehog. Although I've played most of the original Sonic games, my main childhood memories are from the games of Sonic's 3D era, like Sonic Adventure 2 and even Sonic Unleashed. Dude, I even played Sonic Schoolhouse, that really weird one with the elephant.
Hi there, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. You're going to play in my schoolhouse.
As I've gotten older and played more games, I've begun to understand what makes a good game and what makes a bad one, and the 3D Sonic games have started to take more and more of a toll on my sanity. I've continued to give Sonic games a shot in the hopes that they'll be good, but revisiting games like Secret Rings and playing more recent ones like Lost World, which was so lackluster that I couldn't even make a video on it, has made me lose more and more hope over the years, as the only semi-recent game I consider to be good is Sonic Generations, as many others do. So when I heard about Sonic Mania, I wasn't as excited as the people who grew up with the Genesis games, but as the release grew nearer, I started to realize that this was going to be a good one, and I was right. Sonic Mania has succeeded in bringing Sonic back into the spotlight with a game that's incredibly fun and engaging, even to someone like me who has no major attachment to the original games. It brings back old levels from the Genesis games and Sonic CD, as well as introducing several new levels like Mirage Saloon, Press Garden, and my favorite level in the game, Studiopolis. Sonic Mania brings an incredible amount of polish to a series that's become so synonymous with poor level design, glitches, long loading times, and plenty of other issues over the years. Each level is vibrant and colorful, and there's incredible detail put into every part of the game, from the menu screens to the character and level animations. I still end up noticing different things in levels each time I play them, whether it's references to old and obscure Sonic games or how every bit of the map and the landscape fits with the theme of the level. When you create a new save file, you're given the choice of 4 character options before you start your game. Each character makes the game slightly different and allows for different playstyles. Playing as Sonic allows you to charge his spin dash in mid-air to travel faster when he hits the ground, while playing as Tails allows you to fly through the air, making exploration and finding secrets much easier. You can also play as Sonic and Tails, which lets you control Sonic while Tails runs behind you. This is a good option for 2 reasons. One is that Tails can pick Sonic up and carry him for a short distance, and the other is that you get to see Tails constantly die when he gets hit by stuff. Yeah, take that, Tails. The other playable character is Knuckles, who can glide through the air and climb walls. Because of these unique abilities, some of the levels are actually different for Knuckles than they are for Sonic and Tails, which is a cool addition. Oh wait, one more thing. You could play as Knuckles and Knuckles. Oh my god, Knuckles and Knuckles.
Knuckles and Knuckles.
Knock, knock, it's Knuckles and Knuckles too, it's 2 of them. Next up, the levels. They're amazing. Okay, what else can I say? The levels are so cool because they aren't just a straight line. Instead, they're like a giant map where you can take a bunch of different paths leading to new areas with hidden secrets, item boxes, and more. Every time you play them, you'll probably end up taking a different path than the last time, and it makes them feel constantly different. Add this onto an already diverse level set and you get a game that's continuously fun to come back to. Even though a majority of the levels originate from old Sonic games, they've added new mechanics to change up the formula, like adding these weird bouncy liquids in Chemical Plant and turning you into little baby Sonic in Metallic Madness. Where the game really shines is in its new levels, which introduce all sorts of new environments and mechanics that make Mania feel like a truly new experience instead of a remake of the classic Sonic games. Studiopolis Zone has all of these tiny little details, from director's chairs pushing you upwards to being beamed through satellite trucks. Man, I love this level so much. Press Garden is another one of my favorites. The level contains exactly what you'd think it does. It's a printing press mixed with a Japanese garden. And just when you think it couldn't get any better, the second act changes the area to a winter zone that just looks so damn good, and then they turn you into an ice block.
Ice block. Oh my gosh, ice block.
And before I forget, I gotta mention that the music in Sonic Mania is fantastic. It was created by a YouTuber named T-Lopes who makes Sonic remixes, and I gotta say, I think this one's up there with the top tier soundtracks like Sonic Adventure 2. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of the boss fights in Sonic games, especially the 3D ones. They're always easy as hell and just require mashing the homing attack into the enemy. I'm looking at you, Knuckles and Shadow.
Oh no!
But the bosses in Sonic Mania, holy shit, here we go. So it starts out normal enough, right? There's some spinning shit and a regular egg robot, but then you get dropped into some death trap in Chemical Plant, and holy fuck, you literally play Puyo Tetris to the death against Eggman. But it's not just Puyo Tetris, it's an obscure reference to Eggman's mean bean machine. And then right after Studiopolis hits, and oh my god, it's this crazy road chase with fucking helicopters and missiles and shit. This game is so good. Speaking of references, Mirage Saloon's boss transforms into the characters from Sonic the Fighters. If your response to that sentence was, "What the fuck is a Sonic the Fighters?" then congratulations, you're right. Sonic the Fighters was actually an arcade cabinet fighting game before being added to the Sonic Gems collection for GameCube and PS2. And speaking of obscure Sonic games, picture this. Imagine if Sonic R was a good game. The special stages are like a good version of Sonic R. I'm not making this up. Look at these models. You telling me these aren't the same? I'm running through these little racetracks, picking up rings and blue orbs. I hit Mach 3. And then I fell off the track and lost the Chaos Emerald for like the 5th time. The one issue I had with Sonic Mania is most likely due to the fact that I suck, and that's that I literally had to play the last level like 3 or 4 times to actually beat the game because the level is so long and there's these dumbass platforms that insta-kill you if you don't stand on them right, and the game also likes throwing you into spikes. Why do I keep using run-on sentences? But the final boss is great because it actually feels like a final boss. You gotta dodge and attack Eggman and his robot mech, and then these hands come out and warp you to all of the robot bosses you fought throughout the game. I just kept holding on to the one ring I had real tight. And the game isn't even over at that point. If you collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds, the real game begins. At any point, if you have 50 or more rings, you can become Super Sonic.
My God, so fast. Oh my God, he jumps so high.
Super Ice Block.
Unlimited power. My God, he's so fast.
Invincible.
So fast, oh my God, he's so fast.
Ah, looks like you took a wrong turn, you dumb fuck.
Wait, what's happening?
I am supersonic. I need rings to survive. I exist within the power of the Chaos Emerald. These rings are my blood. I exist within the Chaos Emerald. I'm nothing without them.
Whew. Yeah. Sonic Mania is pretty good.